would say just take advantage of the opportunities that you have that sound good to you, and don't be afraid to try new things. If there's something that you think, might be interesting to do or interesting to learn, then it doesn't mean you have to stick with all of them, but while you've got nice things offered to you, try to give it a try if you can. You can also get overloaded, and I realize that, and you have to pick and choose, but yeah, just look for the good opportunities.
And what was your early life like?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I now have 10 grandchildren.
Nice big family. Are you afraid of something, and why, if so?
Well, you gotta say, my kids,
I'm not afraid of anything.
one's a graphic designer.
My philosophy is, if you're afraid of something, face it
They don't.
and conquer it.
I guess
Don't let it destroy you.
when I was younger,
There'll always be something that, kind of reaches at you. And
so I got the advice.
you question, am I going to be able to handle this? Well, if you face it outright, you do handle it.
And then when I came out,
Okay, the next one is, if you could relive one moment from your life, what would it be?
Goodness.
Just one.
Just one moment. There isn't one
Not
that
one.
stands out. And I said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to. It's the first time I think I ever stood on my 2 feet and said no.
So, what are your thoughts on student marriage? What are your thoughts on
Pick the right one the first time.
Ice skating once, and the police had to bring me home because I fell. Yeah, and I pulled a muscle in my leg. I couldn't walk. I got to stay home from school. I was never an outdoor sports person.
Mind you, this is 60 years ago. A lot of things have changed. The whole climate has changed for sure. All of it. I like bluegrass, I like classical, I like jazz.
Flooded the community with like 7 lakes.
Like country western,
People that lived in the community still get together, and they were
boogie.
isolated
You ever heard of
because of
that?
the Tories.
Good.
Yeah. Turn around there.
That lady over there is my wife.
Let fear rule your life. This allows the person to be free and pursue their goals.
Honesty. They aren't lying about.
I think
They're themselves. People are themselves.
Honesty, kindness.
What they might do to you, what they might do for you. And you don't know until you get the knife in your back like I did. He just stripped everything away from me, he embarrassed me, and he felt good about it. My background, which I thought I wanted to share it with you because everybody's life is not rosy. And some people start off in life real hard, they're difficult situations, So we have to be thankful for what we got.
What's the best thing you think has happened to you in your life?
Meeting you girls probably has. Yeah. No, I was lucky. I had two good wives, and get married and having 3 kids that turned out very successful, and a bunch of grandkids that are turning out very well.
Don't allow yourself to be intimidated by others or even oneself. We create our own life by our thoughts, our belief systems, and we have to be very careful about what we listen to. I believe that we live in a world of untruth.
Yeah.
And we have to find our own truth. Always strive to know yourself and better yourself and be of use to the world. That God is not a person sitting on a throne.
It's in all of us.
It's in all of us.
And we were supposed to go in a helicopter over the lava to see it. And I was kind of nervous about it. And we got there and they couldn't go up because of the winds. And
I shot at a chipmunk, and I felt so bad.
Good.
I felt so bad. I'm like, wow, I'm never going hunting. Like, I'm never going to do any
Well,
of that ever again. Like, it was just...
That's what I said to my husband, I remember way back, because he hunted from the time he was old enough to whatever. And he'd say, would you rather let them go? This is deer. But I would say that the men all had a great influence on me. And even on clothing, they would make comments. You're not going to wear that. That's hideous. And of course, at that time, we're Catholic and always had to wear a hat in church, you know. And I had a fetish for hats. Roger would look at me and he'd say, if you're going to church with me, you're not going to wear that hat. That's awful.
I remember some of it, you know, being restricted. But nobody gets restricted in my family.
Not knowing what I wanted to do, so I got some advice, go to the military. So and I didn't have any money, so I went to the military, spent time in the military, and then when I came out, I went to college. So, you know, because I didn't have any idea what I wanted to be. So obviously, going to college at 17 or 18 would have been a drastic mistake. At least when I went at 21, I was a little more mature.
Who gave you the name Mason?
My parents.
Just your parents?
Yeah, they just like made it up.
Okay.
I guess.
What's your last name?
Angel.
Mason. So they don't go together, really. Interesting. With a name to be proud of.
Thanks.
I have a urinary tract infection. This is ongoing and it's terrible. The nurses always say to you, now, don't you notice anything? Like the urine is dark or cloudy, or it has a bad smell, or it burns when you urinate. And I said, I don't know that it burns. I've never tried to light it. And it just cracks them up. It just cracks them up. I've had more fun in the hospital with that story.
Be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, and reverent. I have little signs on my door for older people that says, accept what is, let go of what was, have faith in what's to be.
When I was growing up, I had a sister who graduated from St. Peter's in Albany. And that became my goal. I wanted to be a nurse. I could do the work, but I did not like the day-to-day, daily business of caring for sick people. So I left. New Paltz was not that far from Kingston, maybe a half-hour driving, and I got a job in Kingston. I lived home with my father. And the rest is history, 34 years later. My favorite memory is I spent 7 weeks in Europe. In England, France, Switzerland, Holland, Luxembourg, Italy.
It was interesting hearing their stories.
I enjoyed the lady that we followed around with the clipboard because she had a fun personality.
For the Glen field trip, I was able to sit through an interview with Lloyd, and I really enjoyed all the life lessons he gave and how inspirational he was.
I really appreciated the hospitality that Esther offered our group, and I really enjoyed the stories that she told us.
So I worked with Joyce, and I really liked the story of the blankets. I find that was very creative and inspiring.
I thought the Glen field trip was a great time. I had a lot of fun learning from my host. He taught me a lot of life lessons.
I thought the Glen field trip was a very cool experience. I enjoyed gaining knowledge from someone who's experienced a lot more than me in life.
I really enjoyed working with Esther. She really taught me some valuable life lessons in life. I loved her stories. They were funny and interesting, and I would love to go back there again sometime.
I worked with Walter Brendan, and I enjoyed the life lessons he taught me and his stories about his service in Korea.